Good evening, America. This is Jeremy Hobbs. This is page 2 of my HIV journal for better living. Today, one of the things I want to talk about is hell. There's so many things. We're only going to talk about one thing a day at a time. I guess, I'm sitting here with a cigarette in my hand, and I'm sitting here thinking, damn, I wish I could quit smoking these things. Because, yes, they are addictive. Damn, they're so good, stress tabs, wow. I mean, I feel like in the old Walter Cronkite years, you always saw them sitting around with cigarettes in their mouth. Just, the President of the United States has been shot. They practice that every day. But yeah, we got to quit smoking. Hell, I mean, with this new tax that's coming out, I don't think any of us can really afford them. But, am I going to do it today? No. In fact, I'm enjoying this one way too much right now. I mean, Benson and Hedges, they're never on sale, and they're like $6 a pack. $6, $7, $6.50 somewhere. Go to CVS. They got the best deals on cigarettes, by the way. And here I am telling you to get where to buy cigarettes. I'm telling you to quit smoking. Damn. No, but seriously, on a serious note, nicotine is bad for you. It will, it does so many damaging things to your skin, to your body. It can cause cancer. And I've had a grandmother die from emphysema. I've had another grandmother died from bone cancer, and she didn't even smoke. She had also had breast cancer and had a double mastectomy. So, it runs in my family. And here I am just, oh, baby, give it to me more. We ask for problems in life. And I think that's really what I want to really get to today, is we ask for too many issues in our life. Stress levels. When we feel like the only thing that can calm our nerves is the nicotine in a cigarette. And of course, all of y'all have heard it, water vapor thing, blows out real springs of water vapor, blah, 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 I don't know if it works, it's free for the first month, but I don't know how long you actually have to keep it. Hell, we even had a hypnotist come to town. $75. Hell, I remember 5 years ago when it was just 50. But anyway, it's like guaranteed. I'm like, what the hell are you gonna do? How are you gonna know? How do you even make money? But regardless of our faults, some people drink, some people smoke, some people do drugs. And I think that's what I want to kind of hit on as well, because we add so much stress in our lives. Living with HIV, just one, that's a bitch. It's like that Family Guy song, you've got AIDS, oh yes you do. Not HIV, but full-blown AIDS. And no, I never get offended by that. In fact, if you can't laugh at your own self, then what the fuck, you're going to have problems in life. Laughter is the best medicine out there. And yes, I can find laughter in anything. Some people talk about Family Guy, how it mocks God and stuff. I think God has his sense of humor. Look at me. No, I'm just joking. But yes, God has a sense of humor, I believe. Where would we get it from? He created man in his own image. So I believe there are things up there that keep him quite entertained, or whoever your higher power may be. I'm sure there's something that's keeping them well entertained. And I'm also sure that there's a lot out there that keeps them sad. And, I don't know what the divine drug is, mine was, for years, was meth. And I slammed meth. I admitted it. I had a problem. And it was when I was laying in a hospital bed, after I broke my hip and my leg, that I realized what a real problem I had. I just lost an election to a 30-year incumbent. I kind of panicked. I got it in 2003, and I really panicked. And I went out and I said, "Oh God, I'm going to die. I've got to do everything right now. I got to do it right now." So I ran for city council and I become all these other programs and everything else. And I just blew myself out. And then it all blew up in my face. I lost the election, which I kind of expected to do anyway. But because he's never lost an election in 30 years, why the hell is he going to lose it to a 29-year-old at the time? But I made friends. God leads us in special ways. I do believe that. Would I be doing this work today? I don't think so if I didn't have AIDS. So I believe there's a divine purpose behind this. And you've got to find that divine purpose in your own life. Whatever it may be, your driving force. We sit there and we pray to God. And like I did in the hospital bed, and prayed and prayed and prayed and said, "Lord, show me the way. Show me what it is I need to do in my life. Show me what it is that I need to glorify your name." And sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, the answer is right there in front of you the whole time. I had AIDS. And then I started seeing around me a couple others that had AIDS, and I listened to their stories and and then I watched the support systems that, some flaky systems, some really shabby systems, and some that are under question of law now, because people will get in the business for the wrong things. That happens. I'm not going to name any names, but I think the reason why we are successful is because we are positive led. We're not sitting there, quoting textbook to you. We're quoting life to you. Life experiences, what we go through each and every day. And that's why it's very important to get in support. And if you have an addiction, only you know when you're ready to stop, but I urge you to stop today. If it's smoking, if it's alcohol, if it's drugs, because you gotta quit doing drugs. If you're doing meth, you're digging your own grave. Believe me, I know how wonderful a drug it was, but you ever notice how you just never get that high ever again? And everybody around you, and like in Atlanta, for instance, I went up there for, sexual needs and stuff like that, and people can't even get off the computer because they're too busy doing, it's like they're too busy trying to line up 20 or 30 tricks at one time, and it's just amazing to me to sit there and watch these folks. And, I go there for one thing, and I was like, wow, I don't want to get this far gone. And then I saw this one person wake up, and do a slam. And the thing was brown, man. He had so much stuff in it just to get going to work for the day. I saw people's homes in disarray. I saw people that had beautiful homes now living out of cars. I said, I don't want to be that way, and neither do you. So get help. Find a way. There's so many anonymous organizations out there that can help you. There are a lot of organizations right here in the Chattahoochee Valley that can help you. But overcome your fear. Overcome drugs, because if you don't, believe me, they will overtake you. I love you all, and that's my journal for the day.